Hello, and Tim here, Ella's dad. Welcome to this short pre-game video of our MCS photo shoot, or really safari, since we're going to be stalking and hunting a full moon. This weekend, we're going to be heading out somewhere either in the city or maybe on the other side of the bridge. And our objective is to get a photo or photos of a moonshot that also includes something about our awesome city, some landmark or something. Where we go and what we do is going to be your call. You guys get to decide that. And during our session on Thursday, I'm going to come in and show about how I go about choosing the type of moonshot I want, and whether I'm even able to get it, and what I do to make sure I'm in the right place at the right time. A lot of what goes into planning a moonshot has to do with things like angles of elevation or altitude, orbit of the moon around the Earth, time of day and night when the sun sets and when the moon rises. Also, locations and elevations of some of the landmarks that we might want to have in the image. What we're going to do this week will be to go into the details of all this when I come in on Thursday, but I thought I'd send out a short video that explains some of the concepts in advance. So if you wanted to, you could even do a little research on your own about them.
Okay, let's do this. When I used to see pictures like this, I thought, wow, how lucky was that guy to be in the right place at the right time, just when the moon rose even. Then one day I read a caption on the photo that explained exactly how the photographer went about and planned it literally down to the minute. And that was kind of it. I got hooked. And I decided, hey, I want to learn how to do this and try it myself someday. So, what are those things to think about? Well, first of all, if I want to shoot a full moon, I have to plan to do my outing on a day of the month when there is a full moon. Or if I was shooting a crescent moon, I'd have to know when that's going to be. You can go to Google and find that. But we're looking for a full moon here, so we'll focus on that. The next thing I want to think about is the where. Where do I want to shoot from, and what do I want to use as the landscape part of the subject? This will largely depend on where the moon's going to rise. Well, the moon rises in the east, you say, right? True, actually, kind of, but the moon actually rises different positions in the east every month. And year after year, it doesn't even show up in the same place anyway. There's a term we use for identifying where the moon will appear on the horizon, and that term is called azimuth. So here's a simple look at azimuth. Let's say I'm out there one night looking for the full moon, and I'm looking directly east. That would be 90 degrees. But the moon, or sun for that matter, doesn't show up at directly east all the time. In fact, almost never. Sometimes it's 70 degrees or over 100, or it's all over the place. And on the actual night of our moon safari, it will be, in fact, 114.4 degrees. So all we're really trying to do with azimuth is figure out where the moon is going to hit the horizon when it rises. Is it going to be here, down here, here, or is it going to be close to something like, say, the Transamerica building? That might be a cool shot. And one thing I should probably mention here, once the moon does hit the horizon, it doesn't stay at the same azimuth. So in addition to rising in the sky, it's also moving what I'll call sideways. You can see in this time lapse here how when the moon comes up, it's really to the left of the Golden Gate Bridge, but eventually as it rises, it moves its way directly into position over the North Tower. The other thing we're going to need to know is the altitude of the object we want to photograph. Whether it's the top of a building or a bridge, even a tree on the hill, we're going to need to know this so we can figure out where and when we need to be with the camera to get our photo. To figure out altitude, we're just going to need to know how far away from the object we'll be and how high it is. Like azimuth, altitude is expressed in degrees. And on Thursday, we'll use some simple tools to help us find the altitude of some landmarks we might be interested in shooting. Then after that, we add the moon to the equation, and from there we will decide together where the best spot will be to go hunt. Alright, I'm going to wrap that up here, and I hope that gives you guys a little bit of excitement about what we're doing and a little forewarning of what we'll be talking about. If any of you want to go find some other examples of azimuth or altitude or anything like that and bring them, that'd be awesome. And yeah, looking forward to going out and finding a nice photo on Saturday.